does your DNA say about you? The company 23andMe says it can provide answers about your health, even your ancestry, with a quick, inexpensive test.
But it's certainly not without controversy. Our own Dan Spindle took the test himself, and only on ABC 15, it came with some startling results.
Who do you think you are? Seriously, what if you could know your genetic makeup passed down through countless generations? What would it say about your past, your health, your future? Would you even want to know?
Yeah, I'd like to make sure that the quality of life I spent here was really quality.
You could plan for your family.
California-based 23andMe wants to introduce you to, well, you, using your very own DNA. So I decided to dive right in and take a swim through the depths of my gene pool.
Going where no man has gone before. This would be going where no Dan has gone before. Not this Dan.
For just $99 and about 5 minutes online, I started my journey of discovery.
23andMe, my story begins right here. So let's do this. Oh, hey, what do you know?
The kit arrives by mail and gives you step-by-step instructions on just how to supply your sample, which isn't as easy as it sounds.
Spit into funnel until the amount of liquid, saliva, not bubbles, reaches the fill line. Oh boy. I need a lot. This is a lot of DNA.
Once you reach that line, just snap the cap, shake it up, and send it off. For 2 to 4 weeks while I anxiously await the results, 23andMe is logging my DNA into their database, extracting DNA cells from my saliva, and making copies for a pretty extensive analysis. The company claims their process identifies 1 million data points from my DNA, and that should provide a whole lot of information. The results are in, and through the magic of technology, it's as simple as opening up an email, clicking a link, and logging on for that moment of truth.
You gotta love the very first thing you see, Neanderthal ancestry, 2.9%. My wife might disagree with that by a few percentage points.
And with that, category after category opens up with numbers and data about me with the click of a mouse. Just how distant are those caveman cousins? What medications work best with my biology? From basic traits like brown eyes, straight hair, wet earwax, even a tendency to overeat, these genetic markers make for a fascinating personal study or some comic relief.
Muscle performance, likely a sprinter.
So where do I come from? No surprise here, considering my English surname, that I'm 99.8% Northern European. At least a quarter of that comes from the British Isles. What I did not expect was the slight trace, 0.1%, of sub-Saharan African ancestry. Not exactly a geographic pinpoint, but they don't paint with a broad brush here either. So what about those health risks?
I've got to give 23andMe credit. They don't just push you into the deep end of all of this data and information. If there's something that's sensitive, like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, they lock it and they let you know, hey, this is the result that we got. Do you really want to see it?
The results, after all, could be great news. Or not so great news.
People with this combination may be at increased risk for liver disease.
Even if it isn't a death sentence, some of this information can be downright depressing, at the very least. And that's what worries the FDA. They fear that inaccurate results could lead patients to undergo unneeded or potentially dangerous procedures, which could put their lives at risk, not to mention the toll of added stress.
It makes me feel pretty empowered with this information to kind of look at it and go, oh, so this is a breakdown of what is inside of me specifically to help me live a better life.
The thought of delving into your DNA can be a scary one, but the payoff is a chance to prepare once you know what roadblocks might lie ahead. I'm Dan Spindle, ABC 15 News.
You got to be careful about taking action based on those results,
As long as
especially
you're-
with what the FDA is saying.
Yeah, as long as you're moving to a healthier lifestyle, though, can't be harmful to be healthier.
Can't be too bad, sure. Well, we just learned the Food and Drug Administration did send a warning letter to 23andMe. It asked them to address the ongoing issues with that saliva collection kit.
And the FDA believes that the samples could deliver some false positive for serious conditions like the breast cancer gene, and they just want the company to fix the problems before doing any more DNA tests. 23andMe now has 15 days to respond.